participant by the policy number 9322. The format that we're gonna have is we're gonna entertain all the audience participants, and then we're gonna answer all of them, probably any board member or officer. Okay, anybody?
I'd like to move the open audience participation.
I second.
Okay,
All of it.
all in favor?
Aye.
Anybody wanna speak up? Please state your name and address, and you have 3 minutes.
Yes, good evening, I'm former Mayor James Rotundo, if you don't know who I am.
Yes, how are you, sir?
How are you? 65 West Edgewood Boulevard in Palisades Park. I do have a couple of questions and I'll ask them in a minute, but I do have one that I'd like to ask. 3 members of the board were abstained from voting on the teacher's contract, but I do believe I understand why Dr. Matarato's, but the other 2 members, I'd like to know why they had abstained also. I just wanted to make a mention that, several years ago, when I was mayor, and, I was, getting the same type of, questions from, some of the board members, or at least one of the board members here, about how the budget and how much money the borough's supposedly given to the town, given to the schools. I'm sure you have to understand now it doesn't work that way. Your board presents a budget and you have up to a 2% increase each year without having to go ask the voters to approve your budget. And that money that we collect is a pass-through to the board. We don't give you anything extra. We just give you what you ask for and approve at your meeting. So please understand how that works, because the flyers that are coming out are knocking my old administration and the current administration for no reason. It's your budget. You decide what you want. You ask the public if you need more. You get the votes, and you spend the money that you feel necessary to spend here. I used to work a lot with Joe Cirillo for many years and other superintendents prior to Joe, when I was on council, when I was the mayor, and I was sickened also, Tom, by that TikTok video that went around. I'm glad to hear it's not as bad as the video portrays it to be, but it's just shocking to see it in a town that has enough assets that this school system should be one of the shining stars, and sometimes I wonder and worry that we're going backwards, so hopefully, we can correct that. I am so excited to hear those scores with the teachers, because for them to be working under the conditions that I saw in that video, it, must be really stressful and hard on them. So they not only should be complimented, but they also should be compensated when the time comes. So hopefully that memorandum that you guys passed tonight does go a long way to helping the teachers get what they deserve. And I just wanted to just reference, I think there was a vote here for the high school to be used for, I guess it was a anti-corruption group, I think there was, okay, some of the members on the board belong to that group. Isn't that like, I'm gonna ask the board attorney if you can answer, isn't that a conflict of interest to use the borough's property, for a group? But I could be wrong. Anyway, and I think the VA salary, if I'm not mistaken, was answered tonight at $650 a day.
$650 a day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next person who wants to participate in the, yes, ma'am. She rose her hand. After that, Paul, yes.
Melanie Gomez.
Your address?
The reason I'm here is because I'd like to know, or first suggest, since this is an election time, and I'm getting all this paraphernalia in the mail, people paying doorbells, etc. I see a lot of resumes, but it doesn't help when it doesn't show what the candidates are thinking about certain items. I am, and everybody, I don't know if everybody knows it, but I was at a meeting previous to this stating how much I as far as teaching critical race theory, woke, transgender, indoctrination, to me, is all that is garbage. I don't know what, I'd like to know what every candidate is thinking, saying, and what's happening in the school. We don't know anything. We've got council people, that's for next week, but, I would definitely like a question answer period. You want my vote? You want other people's vote? What are we voting for? I wanna know the school agenda. I've been living in this town almost all my life, paying taxes. I don't know anything about what the school does, and I'd like to know what the agenda is. I never sent my son to the public school, he went to Catholic school. So he was never a burden, but I paid the taxes, and I'm still paying taxes through the nose. When I got my tax bills, oh, how much money goes to the schools? I know absolutely nothing about what's going on, and as far as this voting, what am I voting for? I don't see anything. Every candidate should have, a whole itinerary of what they think, what's going on in the school, and I'd like to know, are you going to teach critical race theory, woke, transgenderism on little kids who don't even know anything? Is that in the agenda? And if so, who makes the decisions here? I guess, I have a lot of other things to say, but this is what I wanna know. Why are you sending all these, different, candidates with, they went to this school, they went to that school and all that stuff, but there's nothing substantial.
Well, excuse me, but that would be part of, may we answer?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay,
Okay.
but that's what I
Yeah,
think.
thank you very much. Mr. Police, sorry.
Yes, I have a question for Ms. Jang. Hello, how are you? It's been a while. I live in 328 Hillside Avenue.
Thank you.
I used to be also a Board of Ed trustee here, and it's good to be back in this building. But my question to you, Ms. Jang, is first, congratulations. I see in your Facebook that you have a new job. I hear that you're a educational director for Palisades Park Korean American Association. Can you tell us, in a due time, what the program's about, how many staff you direct, where you meet, how many enrollment you have? Maybe we can help you to get the community involved with whatever they're doing.
Thank you. Next person?
I have a question. David Lorenzo, 164 Homestead. For the board attorney. I heard something that was quite disturbing, Mr. Attorney, a little while ago. It was in reference to the auditor, board auditor. My understanding of what I heard is you have an auditor and there was no process to select an auditor. So there's an auditor in place right now with no process, which you talked about putting the process in place. I'm sure that's contrary to state law. And then I can't help, I saw the TikTok video as well. And I assume, because from what people were saying, Joe, the buildings aren't in that condition, because I know there was referendums put forward, Ms. Chang was spearheading that, and, 3 years she's been there, and there's been not a paintbrush put on anything, it's the same broken stuff that we saw. So is that video not true, or it is true?
At the time, that was true.
So it's not true, so those things don't exist?
Today, no.
None of it?
There are leaks potentially, but there are no garbage cans.
It's not broken, none of that stuff's done, and there's been no work done, is it?
That was all one color here.
Yeah, the RFQ thing is concerning. Mr. Attorney, you should look into that.
Any other participant? Yes, ma'am? State your name and address.
Avenue. I just have a comment, and now that we are here, I like to say to all these candidates that is being now shown to the meeting, because I come every month to the meeting, and unfortunately, we don't have no member here. I haven't seen none of you guys. Now that it's election time, everybody's here. Mr. Paz, Major Rapondo, he's running again. After he made the 14 year, now he comes.
Question should be directed to the board.
I would
Yeah,
like to-
address to us, please,
What
not to
I would
him,
like
yeah.
to say, that I would like to see more of this when you guys finish the election, because.
You're going to address your question to the board.
Because you guys get to attack now because you're in election.
We're not attacking anybody.
And they.
So, please, let's let her talk.
I have a right to make a comment, because you guys don't hear, and I like to see.
Yeah, but you gotta address
But
the
address
question
to
to the
us,
board.
you don't have to attack the person.
Excuse me, Mr. Poe. Control yourself, because you have your time when you have your time.
Excuse me, ma'am, you gotta
No,
address
I'm
the
not
question
saying
to the
because
board.
somebody, and I like to see more for our kids to come here. Now there is election time, I see all these people.
Excuse me,
here.
ma'am,
Okay.
I've done more for
Guys.
this community than you have ever had. I built this building, don't give me a lecture, and who the hell am I not? You're not the only one who cares about the education.
Got an
officer?
If you guys keep doing it, I have to remove you guys, I have no other choice.
Alright, the
Miss,
question should be
Are
addressed
you
to the
done?
board.
Are you done, please?
No, I'm not done, because. I'm
But you
not-
cannot attack anybody else at this meeting.
Excuse
You
me.
cannot do that.
Well,
Please
I
address
can
the board.
say-
Please
I can say-
address any concern that you have about the school to us, that's it.
Yeah, but it's about the school, because I see that they.
Yeah,
come
not-
back
that is a
to
personal
school
attack, though.
and ask
We
about
cannot
the
accept
school,
that.
they not come.
Not personal attack,
No, I'm
I'm
not
warning
doing
you.
personal attack.
Otherwise, I'm gonna remove you from out of order.
You could remove me out of the meeting, but I have the right to say as a parent, I receive all the paper, like she said, about open, all that thing, but when the time comes that we have to get the support from the candidate, we don't get it. That's my concern as a parent.
Okay, we accepted it, that's
Yes,
it, thank you.
That's what I said, I'm not attacking anybody.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other audience participant?
Joanna Haley, Director of Special Services. I live right across in Ridgefield, but my family grew up on Brinkerhoff and Knife. I just want to thank Dr. Cirillo and the board for your recent support of the Special Services Department. We've had a Bounce Out the Stigma program for our elementary and high school special needs students. That's been supported by our high school volunteers. And if you were able to see how great it is to see our students really working together, how excited our young ones are when they make their first basket, and how engaged everybody is, we just wanted to say thank you on behalf of the department, the family, so thank you guys for that. Hopefully we can do it again next year.
Thank you. Any other audience participant? Yes, please.
Do I have to stand up?
Yeah,
Yes.
you can, whatever you want.
Oh.
Say your name and address and your 3 minutes.
Sylvia, and I live on Palisades Boulevard.
Your name?
Sylvia,
Okay,
Jane.
thank you.
So regarding the newest topic that came up that we were not privy to, about adding the SLEO, I think it was, to the existing SROs, I'm just asking, why is that necessary? I understand that's being funded by the borough, which is great, but I just wanna ask, what are the benefits of that, and why is this being suggested in the first place? And would that actually benefit the children and their well-being and their mental health as well? To have someone legally armed when they're trained, fully trained and professional SROs already existing there. Why do we need another SLEO? I guess that's my question.
Okay, thank you. Any other audience participation? Okay, so we are closing audience participation now.
I move that we close audience participation.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.